I emptied the storage unit my sister tells her clients is her design studio. So my sister Dana runs this interior design business that our whole family brags about, except here's the thing nobody says out loud. She doesn't actually design anything. What she does is take people's deposits, buy furniture wholesale, and store it in a unit across town that she photographs with a ring light and calls her studio on her website. I only know this because I'm the one whose name is on the lease. 2 years ago she cried in my kitchen saying she couldn't qualify for the unit on her own credit, and I signed. Because I'm the older sister and that's apparently my whole personality. For a while I didn't think about it. Then in October her client Marissa found me on Facebook because we have the same last name and messaged me asking if I knew when the studio would deliver her dining set. She'd paid Dana $6,000 in June. It was October. I told Dana about it and she laughed it off. Marissa's impatient. Suppliers backed up. I let it go. Then more messages came. Different people. Same story. One woman named Priya said she'd been waiting since March and Dana had stopped answering her texts. Another guy said Dana told him the furniture was in transit for 4 months. I finally drove to the unit myself with my key because remember, my name's on it. I wanted to see this back up with my own eyes. It was packed, floor to ceiling. Sofa still wrapped in plastic, box chairs, rugs rolled up with invoices taped to them. Marissa's dining set was sitting right there. Priya's console table was right there. None of it in transit. All of it just sitting in a storage unit collecting dust while these people thought they'd been scammed. I called Dana from inside the unit. Why is Marissa's table here? She thinks you stole her money. Dana got quiet then went, it's complicated, I'm managing cash flow, you don't understand business. I said, 6 people have messaged me, Dana. 6. And she goes, then block them. It's my company, not yours. That's when I decided. I didn't say a word about what I was going to do. I just said okay and hung up. The next morning I rented a truck. I pulled every invoice, matched every piece to a name, and I started making deliveries myself. Marissa cried when I carried her dining set up her porch steps. Priya hugged me in her driveway. This one older couple who'd waited 5 months for a bedroom set kept saying we thought we'd been robbed. We thought we'd been robbed. I handed everything back. Every last piece that had a name on it. By the end of the second day the unit was empty except for Dana's ring light and a folding table. Dana found out because her clients started texting her thank yous. She showed up at my house that night, pounding on the door. You had no right. That was my inventory. That was my business. I said, it was their furniture. They paid for it. You just kept it hostage. She screamed that I'd humiliated her, that people were going to think she was a fraud. I looked at her and said, Dana, you are a fraud. I just stopped covering for it. She said, that unit is under your name. If those deliveries go wrong, that's on you. And I said, good, then I'll be the one they thank. And you can explain to mom why your studio is a storage unit. She told me I'd ruined her. Told me family doesn't do this to family. Then she pulled the card she always pulls, the one that used to work on me every single time. She said, after everything I've been through, you're really choosing strangers over your own sister? And for the first time in 34 years, I just said, they weren't strangers to their money. Neither were you. I gave the landlord notice and took my name off the lease this morning.